Mm-hmm.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Heard You Sis podcast. It is your girl, Dany. And this girly killer is fucking nuts.
Life be life, y'all.
I'm telling you, guys, life really be putting you through some trials and errors. I be like, God, who told you that I wanted to tribulate today?
Not at all.
But anyway.
How was your week?
My week was actually good. I got a lot of overtime in, got some work done. I had a good week. I actually had a good weekend. Yesterday I went to the Spike Lee exhibit in the Brooklyn Museum, and then I then continued that night in the First Sunday. This girl named Rue Brown. She was good.
Mm-hmm.
I almost
She
got.
performed?
She performed.
Okay.
I almost got my books signed by Spike Lee, but unfortunately, right before I was gonna be next. No, I wasn't gonna be next, but it was a couple people in front of me.
Okay. When you told the story, I thought you was next.
I thought I was too.
I think if you was next, you would have fought for it, though. I should have known that.
No, people was fighting in the front. First of all, it was
I'd have been like, just one more person. Look, just me. Look, real quick. Like, I would have been advocating for myself.
Let me tell you something. It was so serious that they were trying to take pictures of him signing the books, and the people were blocking them. Like, they was like, no. When he's done, he's done. Like literally, that is what they said. And I said, wow.
How long was he there for?
He was there from 12 to 3 and then 3 to 5.
Oh,
so he was there.
That nigga needed a break.
He needed to go. Like, he did that, and I understand when the thing is that
fingers was tired.
Hell yeah. Let me tell you something. If you go somewhere and you let one person through, you got to let everybody that's behind them through. You understand? Okay. You can't argue for the one more. I would love to do the one more, but there's 10 people behind me. You see, if there was nobody on this line, it was just me and you, we would have looked at each other. We would have been like, it's Black History Month, and we would have kept it pushing. I would have probably got through. But there's 17 people behind me. I can't let one through and not let the other 17 through. That's a fight.
You know what? Shit like that. You know what? You got to stand out, right? And I'm just thinking about when you go to events with people that you really like, maybe you got to do a little something different.
Yes.
Like, for example, if I would have wrote his ass a poem or something, right?
You would have started rehearsing that shit?
Yeah, I would have been saying, I wrote you a poem. Look, it said da-da-da-da. He would have if I was right in front of that line, bitch, we was getting through. But now that I think about it, maybe that's a thing. Like, people should like do something. Because I forgot who it was. It was this guy, and he was like a painter or something. And I think he brought like a painting to the club for somebody. And next thing you know, he charging $4,000.
Oh yes, but people used to do that back in the day. Now these bitches got too much pride. Like, they like, I don't want to be embarrassed. But also the celebrities also be acting hostility too. Not all of them, but some of them really be like. Like, you know who I notice is not like that, and I'm always going to give him credit for it? Lil Uzi. He always be with his fans. He be like,
yes.
Like, he takes pictures with his fans, and I really, really love that he really interacts with his fans.
Then we got the Steve Harveys of the world who be like, back the fuck up.
Oh, he tells people to back the fuck up?
I've heard many stories where people be like, they tried to get like an autograph from him or come, and he'd be like on some like, this is my personal time, you're my personal space type of energy. Yes.
Well, you know what? I respect that because I do feel like people deserve personal time and personal
Ghost
energy.
was like that. Omari, is it Hardwick?
Hardwick.
Ooh, sorry. No, he be doing that, and he will curse you out. Don't let him be with his kids or his wife. He gonna curse you out. So.
But you know what's crazy? I always say that, like, when I see celebrities out, I typically do not bother them, because if I see you out, you are doing a regular fucking activity. You are out being a basic person, because most times or not, if I'm not supposed to see you, I won't. So I know for a fact you're trying to enjoy your regular life. If you're in the grocery store, you're in the airport, you're trying to be a regular person. You don't want to take 1,000 pictures. You would have had security if you wanted to be by yourself. So a lot of times, if I see a celebrity out, I will not say nothing.
I think that's the New York in us a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I saw a post that was like that. If you think you're gonna come to New York and think you're gonna be a celebrity, think fucking again. Place. It's the wrong place. Because honestly, you gonna get treated the same fucking way. Who you gonna come to the club? He said you gonna come to the club and you gonna pop 1,000 bottles, and another New York nigga's gonna come and pop 1,000 bottles right next to you. You don't give a fuck that you a basketball player. Right. We got money too. Like,
that's a fact. That is a fact.
And that's true. That's why we're not really easily impressed by so many things. You be like, nigga, please. That's why I
do be a little stuck though. Like if I see a celebrity, like, oh my God. Like if I like them or like their work or something, like I saw, for example, one of my favorite comedians is Godfrey. And I saw him in the airport and he was doing his own thing. Like he was on, what was he doing? I think he was like on a phone and he was doing a bunch of other things, but I really admired just seeing him. Like I didn't have to go up to him. He seemed like, I would have wanted somebody to leave me the fuck alone. I think that's why I really left him alone. But I wouldn't say, hey, I really love your work, this and the third, and I kept it moving. But I just said, fuck it. Just,
Yeah, like I remember I went to a concert to see a celebrity, not see a celebrity, but see a DJ or whatever. And the whole time I seen him enjoying himself, like I wanted to say something to him, but the whole time, like, I just seen him like enjoying himself at the party. I just didn't want to like interrupt that freedom that he was having. Like I feel like, like when people are enjoying their spaces as normal, basic human beings, allow them to enjoy that space without having to bring them back to the focus that they are a celebrity. Because most of the time they're being reminded that they're a celebrity on a normal basis. Like, so that's another reason why I don't think I would ever like fame, because I just be wanting to have mad fun and do whatever the fuck I want. And being restricted because I'm a celebrity would piss me off.
Yeah. I'm cool with the wealth, not the fame.
Yeah. So how was your week, girl? I'm sorry, we went on a little tangent.
It started off really like but it picked itself back up by the end of the week. So that's always a good thing.
It's a great thing.
It didn't start off great, but it definitely ended great. So I'm super okay with that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's really it for I didn't really nothing too crazy.
Okay. Well, so we're gonna jump right into what's the word. And we're just gonna pop it right off. Come on, y'all. It's been the talk of the week, and honestly, this shit is ridiculous. Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion, this beef that they got going on. First of all, I'm not going to weigh too much in on it, but I just think that it's fucking stupid. Like, what are we arguing about? Why are we talking about? Like, okay, granted, this is gonna sound really bad, but I'm gonna be honest. Bigfoot, get up on your Bigfoot, like, that's wild. Like, that's a wild thing to say. But I can't lie, that shit was funny. That shit is funny. I'm sorry. But honestly, Megan, she got something good too. I was like, damn, she came with that heat. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I think that if Nicki didn't tweet all those things and then just came out with all the things she thought and said,
we would have just laughed at it. Like,
that honestly, shit would have been like, oh, all right.
But she tweeted too much of it, so we had already known what she was gonna say. But Meg, I'm not gonna lie, she also had some good bars in there. Like, she said something.
Meg is a real lyricist.
She is definitely a real lyricist. And I think she is onto something with this whole theme of snakes and hiss and cobras. And so I think it's
going to tie into the theme of her album.
I think the theme of her album. And I do actually, since we're here, I'm not trying to say, I might as well bring the good news out. Congratulations on her being able to get a distribution deal, because that was dope. Like, I'm like, goddamn, that's, you get to keep your publishing and all that shit. And then you just got to, that's good.
For a new artist, they do be really using her songs in like movies and shows and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. So
honestly, I think I don't think that she's a new artist anymore. At this point, I think she's pretty seasoned. I think they just, I think that
compared to Nicki, she's a new artist.
I mean, but I think that she's gained some headway in the field, like in the business.
My thoughts on this is that Nicki said something once before about Lil' Kim, and I believe now it reigns true for herself now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, legends need to know when to pack it up so that they could preserve their legacy. And I feel like she's tarnished hers in 72 hours, and it's just like, you could have just be quiet. First of all, motherfuckers would give up they mama and they left toe and left foot, bitch, to have a feature by Nicki. No, but like, you know what I'm saying? Even before then, like, no matter if you think her bars ain't it, like, they were like literally ready to sacrifice a family member to just get a verse.
Yep.
Have Nicki write a tweet with their name in it with something positive. Like,
listen, people scream if they get a Nicki follow. So
yeah, no facts. I'm like, oh, you know, it was like a thing. Like, oh, Nicki followed me on this, or she retweeted my thing, or she liked it. Like, just her doing those things that seem really basic. Like, people were really happy about. And I feel
she's rapped. I can't lie. She's raps Beyonce. She is raps Beyonce.
I don't know.
She's I'm not gonna lie, like, Beyonce is Queen Bee, but we cannot front that Nicki Minaj is like the queen of rap at this point. Like, right now, like, nobody has knocked her off her, like, I guess nobody is.
Okay, I don't know if I would go that far. But I think Nicki is definitely, she definitely put her stain on the game, and I appreciate her as an artist. I don't know as a person if I'm really a fan. I'm definitely not a fan of her as a person, but as an artist, I think she's great. And
that's what I'm talking about.
Pack it up, because honestly, let's be real. Like, to a lot of times, and I'm not gonna even say this with singing, because singing is different. You don't have to, like, you know, write the songs and shit like that all the time. You could literally go your whole R&B career without writing one song, one lyric, or anything. Now, rappers and things like that, so a lot of times you've been saying and rapping for 10 plus years, you start running out of shit to say. Yeah, start running out of shit to say, and then the quality of work is just not. It's not going to be.
I feel like
because we'll never get anything close to Itty Bitty Piggy ever again, or Monster.
I think we can. I think we could have gotten that, but I think that comes with sharpening your skills, like consistently sharpening your skills. Meaning, like, as music is evolving, you are evolving with the music. See, like Drake, how Drake has evolved with the music. Like, even though they kind of came out.
I think he evolved the music, so I don't think he really even had.
But you see, like,
he's very influential in how things are.
But the thing is that Nicki had the same ability to do that, and she did it. The conversation I was having yesterday, and it's gonna sound harsh because I've been saying it for years. The thing is that they say that she's the bad guy. If you're gonna be the bad guy, you have to accept what comes with being the bad guy.
That's I agree with that, because like 50 Cent, he knows he's the bad guy.
Exactly. You have
fully embraced it.
She says it. They say I'm the bad guy. Okay. If you're okay with being the bad guy, if you say that you're not the bad guy, okay, you're not the bad guy. But if you're playing the role of the bad guy, be the bad guy. You cannot switch off your bad guyness and your good guyness. If you want to be a good person, be a good person all the time. If you want to be a bad person, be a bad person. Because when people see you are being a mean or bad person, they're going to go with that.
And they're going to comment on that.
And they're going to comment on that.
I think she's a tyrant of rap. That's where I'm going to name her. The tyrant of rap. Like, you want too much control over normal human beings just trying to make it.
I wouldn't call her the tyrant of rap, because I just...
Girl, Cardi B could have a song right now with a feature artist. She better hope that feature artist don't say nothing good about Cardi, because Nicki might start throwing shots. That's a tyrant. You want to be a dictator in the game, and it's just not.
But honestly, I don't
even want to harp too much on this.
Meg
ate her up, and that's it.
This is the end of it. Here's another thing. I'm gonna warn you guys, right? I'm warning you guys right now. If any of you Nicki Minaj fans think that you are going to dox me, you will have another motherfucking thing coming. One thing I'm gonna tell you is that you are going to cry yourself to sleep every fucking night, because when I am done with your bitch ass, you're going to have nothing. I'm going to sue you into the ground. There was this one girl I seen. She fucked with this guy. She doxed him.
What does dox mean?
They put all your information, your house address, every single information about you on the internet. So basically, he did that. She did it to this guy because he spoke against Nicki Minaj in regards to the I guess the beef. And he gave her a warning, like, yo, I know all your information. I know what school you go to. I know where you work. I know every college you go to, what programs. She didn't take it down within or apologize within 24 hours. That nigga got to the point where he basically got her banned from being able to take the NCLEX. That is the nursing exam so you can be a nurse. So basically, she cannot
going to school.
You cannot be a board certified nurse because you decided to pick up your business, and because somebody has an opinion about something else, you decide to put all their public information out with their family and shit. Yo, y'all are really asking to get shot up. Why would y'all go to people's house and do shit like that? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all be losing y'all mind. Y'all too
over
invested.
People that don't give one
y'all
fuck about you.
Y'all are too invested in regular people. I seen a post one day that was like, oh, what celebrity would you fan out over? Nobody. You know why? Because they're all human beings. There are people that I really like and I'm a fan of their work. Like, of course, like I am a fan of people's work. But if I see them in person, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, this is but I'm not crying. I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing all of that. I would be like, I would say like, oh my God, like, yo, Cardi B over there. This person is over there. I'll say it, but I'm not going to go and run and ruin their day. Like you see them in the grocery store with their kids, leave them a fuck alone.
I'm not gonna lie though. If I listen to an artist and I felt like they got me through something, I do feel like I would give them a little bit more, like some flowers in the sense. Still not crying.
Yeah.
Still not crying.
There's only one artist I really want to meet, and I hope that I meet her. And this is because like I consistently listen to her music like almost every day. Her name is Madison Ryan Ward.
Didn't you go in the summertime?
I seen her in concert in the summertime in New York. I mean, she's still an artist. Like, you know, she's not gonna be waiting outside the door for me. Like, but I would love to meet her in person and tell her like how she's literally gotten me through like the worst time of my entire life. Like, she literally like really helped me. Not just one time, but
would you cry?
Huh? Would I cry? If I was telling her about the situation, maybe. I'm not gonna lie. Not me.
I can see it in you. That's why I asked.
Not me.
You got so emotional just now.
Yes.
And that, like, oh, she really got me through
No. It wouldn't necessarily be because of her. It would be more so about
the feeling. Yeah. Nobody's saying like, oh my God, I want to follow this bitch around. But every song she make, hopefully I get that feel that she felt. Nobody's saying that. But, you know, that's what I'm saying. I think if somebody got you through something or whatever the case may be, because a lot of times, like, they're going through shit too. So, like, that energy that they feed off into their music comes into you. And so I think it's
definitely. That's definitely true. So, okay. So, let's move on from this. Can
we get into Gail? Let's get into Gail real quick. Just real quick.
Let's get into Gail.
So, you know Gail, Oprah's best friend. She basically went on a date with a guy one time.
Oh, yeah.
And she was dating him for maybe like a few months. It wasn't long.
Uh-huh.
They weren't in a relationship. Mm-hmm. That's the real context.
Mm-hmm.
And basically he was behind on child support, $4,000. Mm-hmm. He needed $4,000, and he asked her to borrow it, and she gave it to him, and he gave it back to her like within the same week. So I think like if he gave it on a Monday, she gave it on a Monday, maybe gave back on like a Friday. The time frame was really short. It wasn't like this nigga was a month or she had to run him down or nothing like that. Like he gave the money right back. Mm-hmm. If you were in this situation?
Oh, and she said, oh, I remember. And she said that she was turned off by him. Like she was no longer interested. Mm-hmm. Your question is to me, would I be turned off?
Yes.
Yes, I would. You know why?
Would you have given the money?
No.
What if you had Gail money though? That's the thing. That's another thing. No. Because we're having conversation.
I probably.
So $4,000. No, $200. Let's say $200 to you.
Okay.
A nigga asks you for $200 to pay because he's backed up on his child support.
Okay. Honestly, the reason why I would be turned off is not because I have to lend you the money. I would give you. The thing is that another thing. Really, I would be turned off. Why don't you have $200? One.
Okay, let's make it 5. What can he like? What? I'm trying to. Gail is a millionaire. $4,000 to her, really, I'm not saying it don't mean nothing, but it's kind of slight.
No, okay, cool. Yeah. I understand all of that. Mm-hmm. Okay. let's take the money part out. I don't feel no type of way about the money. Why are you fucking behind on your child support? Mm-hmm. That is a turnoff. You're not taking care. First of all, you're on child support to begin with. We have a problem.
Okay. I don't know if you... Okay, go ahead.
If you're on child support...
No, go ahead.
You're on child support. That's a problem. Why are you on child support? Mm-hmm. Okay, we established we know why you're on child support. Why are you behind on child support? Mm-hmm. Why are you behind on child support? If you're behind on child support, that means that you're not bringing in enough money.
How did he get the $4,000 and give her back?
Yeah.
These are things that I want to know. So this is
these things all just connect back to child support.
I want to hear from his side. I ain't gonna hold you. But look, I just feel like
he might have been a few days late. Okay, I understand people fall behind.
You don't know. First of all, child support is tricky.
Yeah.
Some people literally take care of their kid and still are on child support. Like they pick them up from school and do things for them, but still are like on child support.
No, I'm not saying that. So you don't know it's the lateness of the child support. That's the concern to me. It's like
maybe his shit was garnished. It gets to that point.
No,
they garnish taxes, checks, all kinds of shit.
And that's what I'm saying.
You get a settlement, they taxing that.
But you see, child support is a garnishment. Mm-hmm. It comes out of your check every sort of. The thing is that he may have not been paying the child support and it got up to $4,000. Whatever the case may be, I would say no, that I would not be dating that man anymore because you're late on child support. And honestly, here's another thing: when you marry somebody, you marry their child support. I am not paying for.
They're just dating. They're not even man and woman.
But you think about that shit because you never know how far you're gonna go with a nigga. You gotta think like that's I'm
gonna be honest.
You have to think about everything when you're dating somebody. So what is the
biggest turnoff? Is it the fact that if you can name one thing that's the biggest turnoff? Is it the fact that he is on child support?
It's the fact that he's late on his child support.
Let me tell you what I think it's the money part for me. Why are you asking me for money?
I mean, that's the part too, but money not the biggest thing to me. It's more so like, why the fuck are you late? Like, you already know there's gonna be a problem. First of all, you on child support. Okay, you dating Gayle King and you on child support. 1. Mm-hmm. 2, you late and you gonna ask her? You're fucking bold.
Yeah.
You bold.
I think he asked, and this ties back to that episode when I talked about not speaking on your finances and shit like that. Because when people know your finances, somewhere deep inside you're an option. Whether it's like it's an option for asking.
Listen, you know. Let me tell you something. When people know you got money, they always going to ask you for it. You are right. They're going to ask you for it. That's why you see, when people be like, oh, you got money. No, I don't. I have no money. I am broke. Please, y'all, stop asking me. I keep saying it. Don't ask me for no money. I ain't got no money. I got none.
Yeah, I don't talk about what I do, how much I make, none of that. Like, all you know is that I like my job or I don't like it. That's going to be that. Or whatever I'm going through. But financially, we just don't even need to discuss that. But back to the point at hand, mm-hmm. I just, depending on the time frame of when we were of us dating, I just personally, I don't know how I would feel with him asking me for money.
Okay.
All right. And I'm not saying that, if this was my man, it's different. Mm-hmm. We're just casually dating. No. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's.
I'm not gonna lie. I would lend a nigga some money. It just depends on how serious we are. But it's the child support thing. It wasn't really about the money.
Okay, so if you dating a nigga and y'all been dating for like, I don't know, a month, maybe
a month,
2
a month,
2 months. So y'all dating for 2 months, and a nigga asks you for $250.
A nigga cannot ask me for money until we are in a fucking relationship.
Oh, because you said you didn't mind a nigga asking you for money. So what the parameters are? What I said.
You got to be my man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you made it seem like it shouldn't be a problem when I just said it.
No, I'm just saying, like,
now it's you. You see how like you got to bring people into the situation.
This is a Joe Budden moment.
You see how you gotta bring people into the situation.
This is a Joe Budden moment right here.
Who am I? Am I Joe or you Ish?
I'm Joe.
I need to know who I am. Like,
but you know what? I'm not gonna argue on it. You right.
Okay.
You right. You right. I had to like really think about that because you know what? That is so true. Like, you know, like honestly, like
it's there's a little turn off there.
Yeah,
like I see why she was turned off, and I'm not saying
no, it's not even only. But the thing is,
literally, if
money is a part of it, yes. But it's just like.
No, the child support thing is a thing. I don't even.
You said the biggest thing. You asked me the biggest thing.
Yeah, my biggest thing was the ask.
The ask was the biggest thing. My biggest thing was
we only had one takeaway from that. We only because we could add a plethora of things onto why we weren't feeling the situation. But like I said,
we can keep it basic. Okay, so since we're talking about new situations, right? What do you think? How do you think? Like for Valentine's Day and being in a new situation, like what do you think? How do you think it should be handled? Like so you've been dating somebody for a couple of months, maybe let's say 2-3 months. Y'all are having sex. Y'all are going on dates.
Because Valentine's Day is coming up, you guys.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
How do you
lay it out one more time? Okay, y'all been dating.
Y'all been dating. Y'all been having sex, so y'all are intimate. Mm-hmm. You guys are like hanging out, y'all going on dates.
Fresh, getting to know one another.
Getting to know each other. Okay. And you guys are fond of each other. There is fondness there. Like, you know there's fondness.
Okay.
How do you think Valentine's Day should be handled in that aspect?
I feel like there should be something done. What is to be done, I think, should be left up to the guy. But I think, I don't know. With romance, I feel like it's just go hard or go home.
I do, but you know what? Like,
but I don't like I don't think there should be pressure on something so new. But I just feel like something should be done in general. So maybe like a flower sent to my job. You come take me out. Something needs to be done. Maybe we go to like a flower making class or we do something. Like there's so many things that could be done, but you know, it could be a date, but just add like a flair of romance or like just do something romantic. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think that
something should be done? That's the moral of the story. Something should be done.
I think so too. Like, especially like in the dating phase. I think this is
because what do you say to that person after Valentine's Day is over?
Yeah, like
hey, how was your day yesterday? Bitch, we did nothing.
The thing is that this is how I feel about it too. It's like, okay, after Valentine's Day, then we didn't do anything. So that means we're really not heading anywhere. Like there's no, because it's just like we're like, this is the beginning.
Setting the tone.
Yes, this is the beginning. Especially if your person expresses that they like Valentine's Day and shit like that, and you don't do anything. That's a clear like.
Honestly, let's be real. Most females, majority females love Valentine's Day.
Bitches like Valentine's Day. I don't know why they be.
Yeah. You want to feel special.
I don't need anything. Guess what? A nigga don't say Happy Valentine's Day to you or give you at least a flower. You're sick. Okay, especially this is a nigga you fucking laying with. Like you're gonna be sick. I don't care what nobody say. It is the day of love. Everybody is getting love that day. There's balloons. There's all kind of hearts. It's pink. You can't get fucking away from it. You can't get away from it. There's flowers all over the place.
You can't escape it.
Everybody getting hearts. All kind of shit. Valentine's Day is a very big holiday in the United States, and you know that. But.
All right, so what if you're not really dating seriously?
If you're not dating seriously, you can't really expect anything.
Okay.
But I feel like once there's a layer of like, blanket layer of like some kind of
I like you, you like me. We're heading towards somewhere, you know, more serious possibly one day.
Yeah.
I see you as like a true prospect of somebody I would like to maybe date.
Right.
I just think that something should be done.
Yes, I definitely think something should be done. What do you think about? Do you think that in early dating that a guy should get something from a girl?
Yeah. I think like you said about setting the tone for the
relationship,
the female. I think it should be in return because I think guys should get things on Valentine's Day.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, it's called a day of love.
Yeah,
and so I think we should both feel it. Now, is it going to be more
grandiose?
Yeah. Is it going to be more grand on my end? I would hope so. I would hope so, but. You know, so I would think about let's think about some like things that you can get men. One thing I would say is that, guys, like if you work with a guy that, even if he doesn't work super hard, but like a good idea is like getting them like a massage.
Yes.
Like maybe like a gift card to go to, to get a massage or whatever. Oh yeah, even to the spa, whatever the case may be. A lot of times guys aren't, just regularly going to the spa. That's not necessarily like normal. So that would be a cute gesture just to like show like, hey, maybe you worked hard or, I feel like you need some time to relax or you deserve to relax. So that's a good gift. I'm going to be honest. I know this sounds cliche, but cologne. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say that, cologne.
Think smelling good means a thing. And like maybe you do like a cute little basket of like cute things that they maybe like. That's another thing. There's so you can add the cologne in there if you feel like that's just a basic ass gift. But niggas really be needing, like, I be seeing on social media like, don't be getting me no boxers.
Niggas
don't get me
like that shit though.
I think, I'm gonna be honest though, I think that is I think there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think that should be the only thing.
No. There could always be layers to things. I think that men appreciate gifts.
Paying for haircuts.
Yep. I think men appreciate things that they don't expect. So when they do get the things, they're like, oh my God, this is so cute. This is so whatever. Like, say if your friend likes, I have an idea, I'll tell you off air, but say like somebody likes, they like a certain type of health drink or they're healthier in the gym. You can get them like
a little subscription.
Yeah, you could get them their favorite protein powder or whatever the case may be, like a little workout kit. Like there's so many different ways, there's so many different layers to help your partner, because once you're watching them, you're knowing who they are, like you're getting to know them. Like
a lot of times I just I just think that a lot of times most people aren't thoughtful.
They're not. This is what I'm saying. Like
most people aren't
thoughtful. You can literally get a guy.
So unless you're tapping into that
thoughtful, like
I just think if you're not tapping into that thoughtfulness as a human being, man or woman, I think it becomes harder for you.
Yes,
you're seeing like you're basing it off of just like general things, and I think you should dig deep and think about what that person really needs. Like I know if somebody I know travels a lot, I might get them a new travel set, or like, maybe I'll get them a pass to one of the lounges inside of the airport. These are all things that you can do. Like, if it was a guy and a haircut, I know a haircut seems like, so basic. I would get in touch with his barber and pay for like 4 haircuts.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to worry about that for a couple of,
There's so many aspects. I remember one time.
Plus the tip, because
there's been times that I've like, there's so many things that you can do. Like, I remember one time, I'm going to say this because I'm not going to repeat it. Like,
Sure.
Huh?
Yeah, keep it to yourself.
I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it because I might repeat it, but I'm just saying like
you gotta repeat shit because.
But I'm just saying like
good the first time.
Like thoughtful gifts that I do for people be something like, say I know you like a lot of like fresh vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. I'll get you a little basket with like some fruits in it and shit like that. Like, okay, you like fruits.
I think inside of that basket should be like a gift card to like Whole Foods or like
like you see you do stuff like that, or you see like it's Valentine's Day, fuck it, edible arrangements. You like fruit? Hey, happy love day. Like it's just so many things that you can do. Like there is so many things out there and so many little niches. Like I don't understand why people cannot get it together. Like I seen this cake, the cake that they've been lighting and it's been opening up. I'm like, that's a cute ass fucking cake. Yes, it's a cake that has like a paper and you light the paper and the paper like burns away and it shows like another message, but it's an actual cake. Just like how you have those smash chocolates or like.
Ooh, another good idea is like getting a book made of like y'all little story.
Oh my God, I want to do that so bad.
Yeah, one day I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying?
When I finally get a man.
When I meet me a romantic nigga, pray for me, y'all, please. At this point. The fuck? I just like romance and I like love, so I like to project it, but it's just like whatever. Okay. But I think those are good gifts. If y'all need gift ideas, you know what I'm saying?
Run in her inbox. So I want to switch it up a little bit. All right. How do you feel about roommates? sex, like having your roommates having sex while you're in the apartment, or you having sex while your roommate is in the apartment. How do you feel about that?
So I'm gonna be honest. We could be on some nasty ass shit. Like, I'm doing this, you doing that, we wildin'. But I'm just super bashful when it comes to like shit like that. So like, if I know somebody is in the house, like whatever moans I thought I was gonna be at, the octave might have been at 8 on a regular day, but it's definitely at a 4 to 3 if I think somebody's in the house.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be walking. Now I'm in the living room, all three of us, or however you got, all three of us chilling, and it was like y'all niggas was wilding in there, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
And and they may not think like that, but I'm thinking like that. That's enough.
That's the first thing you think. Like, damn, you heard me getting my cheeks clapped. Oh my God!
Yeah, that nigga done slapped your ass 3 times in a row.
Is this a porn? Like the fuck, he was getting live porn from the other side of the room. Like the fuck, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's such a. It's not.
And then what if the nigga's a little? You know, he's pretty vocal. Now it's like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want any jokes to be made. I just think, I just don't. Well, let's not talk about this. The only person I want to talk about this sex with is the nigga that I just say.
No, but you know, I don't think anybody's gonna ever say like.
I had a bad moment with that, by the way. So I was fucking with somebody, right? This is like my ex, right? So basically, like, you know, we was chilling or whatever, and I think like he was cooking or I don't remember the situation, but we was in the kitchen.
Why am I just hearing about this?
Yeah, the roommate comes in the kitchen and was like, oh. And then he did a little snicker and Yo, and I've always been bashful, but that shit took it to the 10th power.
No, but you know what? I'm not gonna lie. When I used to have a roommate, sometimes
that shit was embarrassing. He didn't make me feel like the roommate didn't make it like he was acting mature, but it was just like I was like hiding in the room.
Yo, I remember. You know that happened to me.
He was like, yo, just come out. I was like, no.
Yo, sis, you know that happened to me when we was in college, son?
Really?
Yes.
I was fucking with this. So.
I was fucking with this guy, and basically he also lived with a brother. He lived with his brother. And basically he didn't put the sock on the door, and the brother walked in on us having like sex in the room.
What position were you in?
I think I was in missionary. And I was just like, oh fuck. Like I just felt so embarrassed.
Did y'all keep fucking?
Sure did. Like the fucking we wasn't gonna stop. Like but I was like,
I've been acting mad scary. Like, oh my God.
And then it was crazy because the brother was older. The brother was young, like my age. Mm-hmm. And the guy I was messing with at the time was older. So it was even more. I used to see him on campus. It was like, oh, bashful. It was like,
yeah. I just
I don't know. Like now, this day and age, I understand that niggas is grown, but I still don't want nobody hearing me get my fuck on. Because now, like, what if your roommate start looking at me like, damn, she sounded like she was getting her shit clapped. Like, damn, like,
because nigga, I was. Don't think about it.
Yeah, like, that'd be making
I've always fucked with people that have had pretty respectful roommates.
Nah. I don't think that niggas would.
But you in your back of your mind, you just thinking about shit.
I'm just like, hopefully he not looking at me crazy now. Like, you know, you just thinking to yourself. But
I just think of it when I think about them looking at me. I mean, thinking about it, it's just like, I don't want you making this a thing. Let's not make this a thing. And it's just like, even like sex in like public places, I'm like super bashful. Like, I just think that certain shit just, I don't know.
Yeah, like I just feel like me, like I don't want nobody hearing me have sex, because when I'm getting crazy, like I want to be
free.
Yes, and I don't want nobody to be like, and if you hear me, I want to be free.
I can't hit the note. I was about to say, you ain't gonna do that. I can't. It wasn't.
No,
I was on crack. I felt it. You know what I'm saying? I need a little water.
But like, when you're in your own apartment, they could probably hear you downstairs, but I
don't give a fuck about that.
I feel like it's less embarrassing if somebody...
Miss Bertha, relax.
But you know
what I'm saying?
But to be in the house with other people and they like okay, here's a question.
I've had neighbors where
would you fuck your man in like a bathroom like while a party's going on?
Yeah, depending on the party.
Yeah, I would too, but it can't be.
It gotta be a quickie, a nigga that's cool with quickies, right? So like if a nigga, say you fuck with somebody and they be taking mad long to come or something like that, or whatever the case may be, I wouldn't fuck him in the bathroom because what we doing?
I give
you know what I'm saying?
I'll give him a taste.
If we're somebody who do quickies or something like that, it'd be like, yes. Like, you know.
I would give him a taste, but it would have to be like in a more like vibrant environment. Meaning like it gotta be more spread out.
You could just lick the tip or something.
Yeah, but
have some deep anticipation for
but that's what I'm saying. But I can't do that in a small, like if this is his apartment and that's a bathroom right there, I would not go in there and want to have sex. Like, cause the room, other people here. But like say if this was like the whole building and say like most of the party was on every other floor and we on floor number 5. Like everything down was the party and we on floor number 5. Yeah, I will fuck you in that bathroom on floor number 5 because we're gonna get crazy. Mm-hmm. I could get my little fuck on and nobody won't come and interrupt it. You see, the point of being able to get a quickie is that nobody is going to interrupt. If somebody's going to interrupt me in the middle of my quickie, I don't want to do it.
I've had moments where it's like, oh, we in like a social setting, you know, lick the kitty a little bit, and then like we go back to the party.
Yeah, we could do that, but I want to leave now. I want to leave.
No, you need to hold it down. Yeah, simmer that hot cat down and enjoy the party.
I'm not gonna lie, I be wanting to leave. Like once you get me started, I be like, all I keep thinking is, yeah, now I want to fuck. Like I be thinking like a nigga, like damn, I want to fuck right now. Oh my god, like you just be thinking about it. Like
I feel that, but yeah, I think I don't know. I'm cool with a little tease. I'm gonna be thinking about it, but it's going. Yeah, the anticipation is crazy for the go home. Like,
yeah, usually once that happens, once you get into the house, you already know where it's going. Y'all got 5 minutes max before y'all closes off. 5.
Speaking of sex, do you feel like sex makes you fall for somebody?
Nah.
Or the interactions that you have with them?
The interaction. I think sex is an additional thing. Like, now that I've actually gone through celibacy and everything, I think that sex is an additional because I really be turned off by things that people don't do. Like if I say I like something and you say you gonna do something and you don't do it, that turns me off more than you making me not being able to have sex like with you. Like don't get me wrong, sex adds a completely different layer. Definitely intensifies the connection. Definitely makes you feel like differently connected to that person. But I definitely feel like it's not the thing that makes people stay or leave. Because if that was the case, many divorces and things would not be happening because niggas be having great sex. Like it don't be that. It'd be like they be turned off by stuff. Like say your boyfriend didn't do something in the house. You don't want to fucking have sex with him.
I think because the reason why I brought this up is because this girl had made a video and she was like, yeah, like basically she fucked this guy and she was like, I think this nigga put voodoo on me or whatever the case may be. And she was like I just keep thinking about him and this and the third. And I saw somebody in the comments say like, oh, like, you know, sometimes orgasms unlock things in you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I thought that. So that's what made me think about, you know.
I think
it does unlock something in you.
I think it does, but I think the type of sex you are having unlocks things in you. If you are having raw, deep, intimate sex, that is what is unlocking something in you. Because you
think so?
Yes.
I think you can have that type of sex with a condom and still like, no?
I feel like you can, but I feel like rawness.
Nah, raw unlocks a demon.
It unlocks.
I think it unlocks
else.
a demon. Like there's something unlocked with an orgasm. Don't get me wrong, but I think raw intensifies that feeling for sure.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah,
1,000%. But I mean, I think for me, I feel like if you are a controlled adult, an adult who knows how to control themselves and has some kind of restraint, sex is not going to keep you anywhere. Or
that's true. I'm gonna be honest though. I do think that
there's plenty of dicks out there. Plenty of good dicks out there. I'm sorry. I don't know. I have not experienced them all, but I'm pretty sure there's 8 billion people in the world. You telling me I'm the only person that's getting good dick? No, that's a lie.
It depends. I think the ratio depends though. Like some people have had maybe say they fucked 10 people and maybe only 2 of those people made them come.
Yeah,
or 2 of them was just good. Like,
I've been very fortunate in my lifetime.
Oh, I have been very fortunate.
I have been fortunate. But you know what? I'm also a bitch that will walk away from something I don't want. And people think that's a joke for me. I literally will say, like, I will lie, but I'm definitely...
Lie about what? That it was good?
No. We're not getting nowhere like that.
Oh.
Like, I have an example.
Okay.
There was, like... There's a guy, like, we was about to get crazy. Mm-hmm. And, we getting a little naked. And he gets naked. And I see the thing. And I was just like...
It wasn't thinging?
It wasn't thinging. And I said... And that was not the first time I had done that to somebody. It wasn't thinging. And I said... Oh, my God, I'm so scared. Like, I don't think I'm ready to do this. I said, I don't think I'm ready to do this. I'm not ready to give up. I'm not ready to have sex, blah, 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 blah. And I just was like, yeah, I don't think so. And then I just didn't do it. Mm-hmm. And I just said to myself, like, yeah, I am not giving up this good motherfucking A1 snap cat for some fucking shit that don't even look like it's going to do anything for me. Mm-hmm. I am not somebody who believes in BDE. And I say this all the time. BDE is not something I believe in.
Really?
Big dick energy, I don't believe in it. I believe in CDE.
Did he have big dick energy?
He did have big dick energy. I believe in CDE because I need to see that dick. I don't believe anything that you're telling me. I need to see that thing on that body. I need to see it. I'm sorry. I can't because I just feel like we too grown to not be having good sexual experiences.
Hold up now. What you want, and this is how I feel. Yeah, I agree. I think, and then what everybody wants is totally different.
No, but I'm saying all I'm saying is that there's this group of girls that say that, they've had like, they're not getting pleasured and pleased and all that stuff.
No, there's people that have literally been in relationships.
You can sense when you're not going to get pleased. Niggas.
You think so?
Yes. Niggas that know what they doing, know what they doing. Niggas that don't know what they doing, don't know what they doing. And if you know your body, you know that they don't know what they doing. And maybe if that's the case, maybe you should get in touch with your body. Because there's no reason.
I'm trying to think, like, do I think about that? Do I think, like, oh my God, they gonna know how to handle me? Like,
you could sense it though. You could already sense. Once you starting to like get like hot and steamy with a guy, you can sense if they know what they doing just by the first kiss.
I think a kiss could tell a lot.
A kiss, if you kissing me and your mouth is all over my mouth and it's too sloppy, I don't want to kiss you because you have no control.
Clink teeth a few times.
Yeah, like you're rushing. You're rushing shit. Like it's not giving. We're gonna have a good sexual experience because our chemistry is already not meshing. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, when you are gonna have a good sexual experience with somebody, y'all chemistry, the way y'all kiss, automatically is gonna set the tone for how y'all gonna go into that sex session. Because if that person is,
I could agree with that.
If the person is kissing you good, they're gonna touch you at the same kind of rate. If a person is rushing to kiss, they're gonna be rough with you. Like, it's usually sensualness and sexualness and all that. It's kind of fluidity. It's kind of fluid. Like,
I like sensual. I think
I like a little bit of both. Give me a little grabbing and give me a little slapping, but don't give me a little stabbing. I don't need that.
You could be rough and sensual.
That's what I said. You can give me a little bit of the grab and give me a little bit of slapping, but don't give me that stabbing. I don't want that, please.
Yeah. Like anytime I hear a nigga be like, yeah, something about Pound Town or who going to Pound Town? Cause it ain't me. That's not the truth. I'm gonna wait for the next one. That's not where I want to go. That's not where I want to go. It's not a desire for me. Thank you, but no thank you.
I'll get on the next one.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Like, I'm okay.
Not the pound. Yo, and it's crazy because I been on Twitter and they have been killing with this sexual position website, and that shit has me dying because I seen one that was called Spanish Guitar, right? Mm-hmm. And Spanish Guitar is like, say the nigga sitting like regular like this. He's sitting like this, and the girl is sitting to the side like this. So she's sitting sideways like this. He has his hand like kind of in her hair. Mm-hmm. And I think it's the opposite way. I don't know how he has. I think he has this hand in her hair and this nipple in her mouth, in his mouth.
Because the way when you look at the picture, it looks like you holding them like a
it looks like you're holding them like a guitar, and it's called Spanish Guitar. And niggas was on Instagram, Twitter talking about something. This is what Toni Braxton was saying when she meant Spanish Guitar, and I was weak because there's so many positions. There's doggy style. There's one that I would never try, where it's like the nigga, like you got your body up in the air like your front, and the nigga got his back, his butt on your cat, and his dick is inside. And I'm like, who's doing that? Like,
so like a reverse cowboy situation.
Yeah. Like, he's going down in you, but as he's going down in you, like his butt is like slapping on your like.
I see what you mean.
That's too much.
Yeah, I think certain positions are a little bit too much, but I don't think they're like.
Oh, I got something I want to ask you.
Okay. I think certain positions, they might look a little whatever, but because niggas really sometimes they gotta get down. You know what I'm saying? And get into some real positions. But I think there are a lot of positions people aren't always gonna, be exploring them like that or whatever. Because some of them are just you doing it to do it. Because I've done positions that I've seen, I'm like,
this is not
this shit whack.
This is not it.
This is not it. Like,
and then you get some positions that it just don't feel comfortable for either person. Like,
right.
Like, there's certain positions I feel like when I am having sex, it causes me to, I don't know how to do it properly, so I might bend it. So I try to stay away from those positions.
I did see this video. Speaking on positions real quick before you ask me, you still remember? You said you wanted to ask me something.
Oh,
I don't know. You just said it like 2 seconds ago.
Oh.
So basically, this girl was like, cause this guy, he has a pod, and he was just like, oh, y'all be riding for 2 seconds and So she was like, she had like a little bell. I'm like, boop, like sounding off the bell, like get down, get up, and he was failing miserably. Cause guess what, motherfuckers? Guess what, niggas? That shit ain't easy, okay? That shit is an aerobatic workout, okay? Like,
yes.
This shit is real. You know what I'm saying?
No, honestly.
Your knees really got to be fucking strong.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to get down in a modified way or version or whatever the case may be.
Sometimes you do. And honestly, I feel like...
And don't let that person be like way
working
bigger
out
than
helps you though. Working out helps you working out helps you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, ladies, if you want to be able to get your man right for Valentine's Day, just go to the gym. Go to the gym. Go to the gym for the next week and a half. Just work on them legs. Do leg press.
Give it up. You should have started this maybe like 2 weeks ago because you're gonna be hurting. Like it takes you like a week and some change.
Take your vitamins. You might be all right. You might be all right if you take your vitamins.
That gym burn, you know. But
and this is lastly on the sexual tip, because it's not sexual to me, but I just really wanted to see it. Ariana Fletcher, why did you not put the sailing challenge up? We were waiting for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
I waited for that, and I was so excited because you are talented.
Yeah,
you have that derriere is fucking talented, and I'm so sad that you didn't put it up.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, if like 10,000 people comment or some shit like that, I'm gonna put up
what's Moneybag your real name? DeMario? Something like that. Did you tell her not to post it? We wanted to see it.
Yo, facts. That is.
I wanted to see when she put that shit up. I said, "Yes, it's coming up."
Her shit is really like water,
and I don't understand why people be saying her shit is fact. It is not fake. That is a real ass, y'all.
Nah,
that
I really
is real
that.
ass.
I don't care what nobody say. I will argue you down, and I don't even know
that
this
is
bitch,
real
but I really
ass.
believe that.
I'm sorry, that is real ass. Please leave Ariana Fletcher alone about her ass. That is real. I know it for sure, 100%. That is homegrown Chicago ass, man.
Yo, I'm
leave her
dead.
alone. Anyway, but lastly, okay. So I wanted to touch on this because I really did think that she had a great point, and it's kind of like a change in mood, but the impact I seen like a clip with Clea Trapper, who I'm gonna say this right now, has literally been a social media influencer for like the last 6 years, because I remember I was watching her when you lived in Baltimore.
Save me a baby father.
Yes, when she lived in Staten Island, we couldn't figure out where she was at. When she used to be with the little
in the bathroom,
yes, with the little
door
tank,
and shit. Hell yeah,
with the little tank tops and the shorts. I don't know where she used to be. She'd be like this little foyer area where she used to come from the hallway. And she used to have her camera propped up. She been out for a while, so I never want to give anybody else props for where she has come from, because she has come.
She got more popular by doing those videos with grammar, like no they and there, and
yes, like she got even more popular with that, and then she got popular when she started doing music. So we cannot attribute Ice Spice to know her, because we knew about Clea Trapper way before Ice Spice even came on the scene. So please don't do that. But what I wanted to say is that she made a very great point. Chinese Kitty cannot say, "Oh,
you have to tell the situation."
Oh, so basically the situation was Clea Trapper was saying that they didn't really fuck with her because she's from Staten Island or something like that. And they were
all like at a lounge area. So just set the scene. They all at like a little lounge area. They're talking or whatever the case may be, just chopping it up. And
then it was like, she basically was saying like, "Oh, y'all don't fuck with me because I'm from Staten Island or whatever." And then Chinese Kitty was like, "Well, you was going off like this is like how the scene kind of plays out." She was like, "You was going off on my stylist," and Clea Trapper was like, "Ooh, and what that got to do with you?" And I was like, "You're fucking right, because what do that got to do with you?" I understand if that's the case, you still got to do business with people. What that person and that person had a problem with, if that was about business, you mind your business. Unless it was like she tried to get your family line or something like that. There's no reason for you to be taking on problems that when it comes to business. So I 100% and I 1,000% commend her for calling you out on that, because you.
But I think Chinese Kitty took it well too. It was like, you know what, you are right.
She right.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
You can't even be mad at that.
And it wasn't the way she said it too was like not even really confrontational. It was just like, look, I don't think they got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
but most people,
she said, just leave that alone.
But it's crazy. Like, most
I'm not
people
into beef transfers. I'm not into that.
I'm not into beef transfers, but I commend her for the way that she just checked her without no remorse. She was like, "Wait, but what that got to do with you?" I was like, "You know what?" Because most people not quick like that. Most people not quick with the comebacks like that.
Yeah, she's super witty though.
She's mad witty. But honestly, you're doing a good job, girl. I like the way you're handling yourself. I like the way you're doing your thing, girl. And just keep being yourself. You're going to be all right.
Yeah, I'm not into transfers of beef.
Yeah.
Whatever you got going on. And I'm not going to lie and say that there were moments in my life where I was beefing with somebody and I wanted my friends to follow suit. Don't get me wrong. You feel me? But I had to really like realize like that really has nothing to do with them. And whatever interactions that I had with that person and they were negative, maybe that's not your experience. But always deep in my mind, and maybe this is immature, you're next. You're fucking next. Because who knew? I didn't know I was going to be next, but you might be
The thing is that when it comes to beef transfers, I don't really believe in beef transfers. But if I see you be mean or do something to somebody else, I'm not going to immediately put myself in your line of fire.
Right.
If I have to deal with you in it's the instinct, like say you end up being my engineer or say you end up being somebody that I have to work with. I'm not going to bring that up. Now, if you bring it up to me, that's a problem. I remember that I did have a beef transfer one time with my best friend, this girl, and we cool now. We cool to this day. So I remember one time we was young. This girl, she was popping mad shit about my best friend, but she wanted to be friends with me. Like she liked me.
And it'd be like that sometimes.
It'd be like that. So she wanted to be friends with me. So she's talking to me. But you know, we young. So she think that I've always been thorough since, not thorough, I'm not saying like tough, but like I've always been somebody who's been loyal to my friends since I've been a kid. So she basically was like talking shit about my best friend. And I didn't tell my best friend. I just ate that shit and I just walked away and I just stopped talking to her. Like never talked to her again. And I went and I was just chilling with my best friend and we was cool after that. Years down the line, her and my best friend got cool again. And
so you had you transferred that beef, girl.
No, I did transfer the beef because the beef. I. Here's the thing: the beef never stopped because the girl had beef with my best friend, and she was talking to me about it. But I took my best friend's beef on and decided I didn't want to be friends with her. So I did. So I did take the beef transfer.
Okay. The
fact that we keep calling it a beef transfer is crazy. Sounds like it needs to be paused.
Yeah.
But when she did that to me, I said, okay, cool. She's not a good friend. I don't want to be friends with her. Let me stay loyal to who I'm loyal to. Basically, when my best friend and the girl became friends again, I still kept the beef. I didn't give a fuck. I said the beef is still mine.
You gotta stand strong though.
I stood strong. Just because you didn't transfer the beef back, don't mean that I'm gonna let go of my beef. So, you know, we chilling one day, and I will say this, the girl is thorough for even asking me, because most bitches would have just been like,
you ain't want to talk to me.
You ain't want to talk to me and ask steak. So, you know, we all in the car. I'm not gonna lie, I don't say a word. She come in the car, maybe say hi, keep it pushing out. They're talking back and forth. I'm quiet. She says to me, she's like, yo, Daniela, like, I have a question. Why you don't talk to me? I said, because you had problems with this person. I'm not going to be a friend again because of her. She was like, you know what? I respect that. Like, you know, I understand. She said, I was immature at the time and I was childish. And
I love that for y'all.
Yeah, she said, I was immature and I was childish at the time. And she said, I respect you for actually standing tall on that, because most bitches would have really been like acting mad funny. And I was like, nah. I said, but we ain't got no beef. And after that, we've been mad cool. Every time I see it's always love. But I'm just saying, like, and how old were we? I think we were 20 at the time. So we definitely were more developed than most people.
Right.
So, like, I just say, like, if you're going to have a beef transfer, make sure you stand tall on that when it comes time to when your friend want to be friends with her again. You can't take that back, because now it seems like you just flippy floppy for your friend. Like,
because I noticed that a lot too. Like, I remember I had a situation, right, where I'm just gonna make it quick, but I remember a situation where, like, I was working with a friend, right? We were working, and she got me the job, and so we, like, you know, we were working, and then we started becoming cool with another friend of mine who's still my friend to this day, but we were all three of us were fucking cool. We were cool as hell, right? And then one day they had like some little situation and it got real heated. And I understood why my friend wasn't talking to her. But once again, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
I'm not gonna stop being friends with her.
The fuck? And she really proved to be, they're both good friends, but she proved to be a good friend, like, you know? And so that happened or whatever, and my homegirl was like, oh, like, I don't want you talking to her, this and the third. And I was like, baby, I don't know what you think this is, if you thought we had morphed ourselves back into high schoolers, but I'm grown.
We're not
and
doing
she
that.
did nothing wrong to me. I think it was a miscommunication. I don't know if y'all ever would get back to whatever y'all was at, but I just personally feel like that has nothing to do with me. I fuck with you, I fuck with her, and that's just gonna be that. You could either accept it or not. I'm not choosing sides. I'm just letting you know that I will be speaking to both of y'all, and that was it. She was upset a little bit, but I think she, like, understood. And I made sure that I didn't put them two together in any situation where they would be seeing or hanging out with one another. Like,
yeah. But honestly, like, the thing is that the older we get, the more people in friendships fall out. There are people going to be cliques that are no longer cliques. Like, that has happened to me on multiple occasions where I have been a clique with somebody and either I fell out of the clique or somebody else is falling out of the clique. Doesn't mean that y'all cannot still be friends separately. Just know that we cannot be friends together anymore because our thoughts and things do not align. Now, so the thing is that, like, when you do shit like that, you better stand 10 toes tall. Because at the end of the day, if you flip-flop, the first thing somebody is going to say to you is that you are not a solid person. You're not loyal and you have no loyalty. And honestly, we too fucking old to not have no loyalty. We're too old to not have our friends back. We're too old. We really need to get into a new shift of mind this year or any other year, just as we get older. We should not be accepting that.
And one thing I do want to say too, it's nothing wrong with fighting for a friendship you think is worth it. I just wanted to leave that little gem here. We're not too grown to say we're sorry, or we're not too grown to admit when we're wrong. Just like how homegirl was like, yo, I was immature. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're not too old to tap into our emotions. So just want to say that.
Yeah.
And anyways, we are wrapping up, you guys.
Wrapping it up. Thank you guys for listening to another episode. Another episode of the Heard You Sis podcast.
Absurd.
Yeah. Hello. That was giving them a Dia moment. No, but thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Heard You Sis podcast. Please follow, like, share, subscribe, click the link in our bio, do everything that you can to promote the podcast. Guys. Anyway, we thank you guys for always tuning in, showing us love, and we love you guys. And see y'all next time.
See y'all.